is a family of people working together to produce unique outdoor clothing. You're not going to find this anywhere. We have designed an outdoor clothing system that is actually 4-season so that we can use this clothing year-round from 30 below to 80 degrees above. I think it's a beautiful product. It's got character and it's functional. Our clothing system is all about layering. So we, have the base layer, and then you have other insulating layers, and then you have your wind layer. And that system came from having spent time in the Arctic with the Inuit. Back in 1983, my husband Paul and Will Steger wanted to do an expedition unsupported to the North Pole.
On May the 1st, 1986, 3 Minnesotans were among 6 people who reached the North Pole by dog sled. They traveled across 500 miles of sea ice, surviving only on what they carried with them.
They were looking for somebody to sew all the clothing for all the team members, and I volunteered. My experience prior to sewing, getting involved with this North Pole expedition was 8th grade home ec. But Will and Paul needed a sewer. I started by experimenting with the sewing. I had just a little home machine, and I sought out advice in town from people that were more experienced, and they showed me how to use the machine. I started making clothing for the team members. They would tell me what they wanted. Can you try this fabric, this fabric? Then they would report back and say, oh, that worked really well, or that didn't work well at all. By doing that, I came up with a set of patterns. I started developing my own style, and from my background, I have a Scandinavian background and interest in the Arctic. It all started to come together. By 1989, when Paul did the Bering Bridge expedition, that's when I needed help, and that's when I hired people. It's always been our mission to make the clothing here and to support jobs in this town. It's a small town. We live on the border of Canada, and we want it to be a business that we can contribute to the community. And likewise, we find the community gives back to us. But it's very important that we employ people here.
Working for Sue is great.
She's one of the most wonderful people that you could ever work for. She's very caring, she's family oriented. If you have a problem, she'll work with you, or if you need to go, just go. Go take care of your family. It's family first.
I think it's wonderful when people have pride in that they are making something. And when people come into our store, they can even meet the people that sew it and cut it, and they can talk to us directly, and if there's a problem with it, we can fix it. It's a really neat experience. We start with the pattern making, and everything we do by hand. We gotta go, we gotta draw, we gotta measure everything. For me, the things I do in the outdoors that drives me, okay, what do we need when we're cross-country skiing? What do we need when we're winter camping? What do we need when we're fat tire biking? The more I wear our products out there to see how it works, the more it has also helped develop some of the things we're doing here. Once a pattern is done, then we send it down to be cut.
Then we start cutting, just cutting stuff, bundling it, and getting it ready.
send it up to the sewer, and Laverne is our head sewer, and she sews it up.
Everybody sews garments from start to finish. It's not piecework. I like to sew. I get to sit and sew and I get paid for it. It's great.
Once the pattern set is done, then we begin training other people to make the garment. And then we don't ever make too many at one time anyway, because once it is out to our customers, we then are also looking at how is it fitting the general public. We start hearing from them and we go back and we start tweaking that pattern again. It might change over a year, it might change 2 years down the road.
People don't believe that we actually make everything here. I'll see people in the store and say, "You want to come back and check out the cutting room and take a little tour?" And they go, "You really make everything here?" They don't believe it. It's made here. I want to live up north. I want to live where I can walk out my door and get on my snowmobile and go for a ride. I want to be able to go into the grocery store and leave my car running.
When I started out, we were people that enjoyed the outdoors, and they had families, and they were all doing this outdoor stuff, and they liked that what we were doing here was a little different than what you could find elsewhere. What's really been fun is we have a younger group of people emerging that are our customers now. They are very concerned about quality. They like the idea that they know where it's coming from, and they like the idea that it's locally made.
The quality of our products is very good. My jacket, and well, many of us who have worked here for a long time, our jackets are 20 years old, and they don't look it. They've held up that long.
So in the beginning, the mainstay for the business was the anorak, and it still is. Our number one seller is the fleece and shell anorak and the Northwind coat, and it has the signature embroidered trim. Now we're starting to work on a lot of new things too. I've become increasingly interested in wearing like merino wool, so we're going more towards that direction, and we'll also look at what's most environmentally friendly. We do care very much about that, and we also care about where we get our products. Whatever we can get from the U.S. we do first. You know, there's so many wonderful companies out there. We're just doing a different thing here, and if people like what we're doing, it's great. And we hope we can produce a product that works out there for people.
I survey beautiful wedding that I record all the endless care in the character and God development world life I couldn't think of. I couldn't think